Have you ever opened a website, waited for a few seconds, and then saw the message, "Connection timed out"? Even though your internet is working perfectly fine? This is one of the most confusing errors because nothing clearly tells you what went wrong. But here's the truth. A timeout doesn't mean the server is down. It means your request never completed the conversation. In networking, a timeout means silence. Your system sent packets, but no response came back within the expected time. Somewhere between your device and the server, communication broke, and that can happen at multiple layers. Let's walk through this step by step, like a real network engineer. When you type a website like google.com, the first step is DNS resolution. Your system asks a DNS server for the IP address of that domain. If DNS fails completely, you won't see a timeout. Instead, you'll get errors like DNS probe finished next domain, which means the domain could not be resolved. So if you are seeing connection timed out, it usually means DNS worked and your system already knows where to connect. Next comes the TCP connection. Your system sends a SYN packet to the server to start a connection. Now imagine this scenario. Your SYN packet leaves your laptop, reaches your router, and enters your ISP network. But somewhere along the path, maybe a firewall in a corporate network or a cloud security group is configured to block incoming SYN packets. The packet is silently dropped. The server never sees your request. Your system doesn't immediately give up. It assumes the packet might have been lost, so it retransmits the SYN packet multiple times. But if every attempt is dropped, no SYN-ACK response ever comes back. After several retries, your system stops trying. That's when you see connection timed out. Now consider a slightly different situation. Your SYN packet successfully reaches the server, and the server sends back a SYN ACK. But on the return path, a firewall blocks that response. From your system's perspective, it still looks like silence. You sent a request, but nothing came back. So it retries again and eventually times out. Let's talk about packet loss. Networks are not perfect. Routers can drop packets due to congestion, hardware issues, or unstable connections like weak Wi-Fi. Imagine your SYN packet is dropped somewhere in the internet. Your system retries, but if multiple attempts fail, the connection cannot be established. Even though both your system and the server are working fine, the packets never successfully complete the journey. Now here's an interesting and rare scenario. Routing issues. Suppose you are trying to access google.com. Your packet travels through multiple routers across different ISPs. Each router uses its routing table to decide where to send the packet next. Now imagine one router in the path does not have a valid route to reach Google's network. Ideally, this should not happen in well-configured networks, but if it does, the router may simply drop the packet because it doesn't know where to forward it. Your request gets lost somewhere in the internet. From your system's point of view, the request was sent, but no response ever comes back, resulting in a timeout. Server-side behavior can also cause this. If a server is overloaded or under a DDoS attack, it may be configured to silently drop incoming connections instead of responding. This is a protection mechanism. Your request reaches the server, but the server chooses not to reply. Again, silence. Misconfiguration is another cause. Imagine the server is running, but the web service is not listening on the expected port, like port 443 for HTTPS. Your packet reaches the server, but there is no application to handle it. In some cases, instead of rejecting the connection, the system simply ignores it. Now let's talk about firewalls, because they are one of the biggest reasons for timeouts. Unlike a connection refused error, where you immediately get a response saying the port is closed, firewalls often drop packets silently. This is intentional. It prevents attackers from knowing whether a system exists. But for normal users, it creates confusion because everything looks like a network issue. An attacker looking at a terminal. System status, unknown. If that VPN server cannot reach the destination or is overloaded, your packets may never reach the actual website. Similarly, incorrect proxy settings can send your traffic to an unreachable intermediary, causing the request to disappear before it even reaches the destination. Now let's answer the most important question. How do you debug this in real life? First, confirm DNS is working by resolving the domain. If DNS fails, you'll see a different error, not a timeout. Next, check basic reachability using ping. But here's an important point. Ping uses ICMP, not TCP. So it does not test whether the website is working. It only tells you whether the server is reachable at a network level. If ping works but the website doesn't, it means the network path is fine, but the issue is likely at the service level, such as a blocked port or a down web server. If ping fails, it could be a network issue or simply that ICMP is blocked, so you cannot rely on it alone. Then use traceroute. Even though traceroute uses UDP in Linux or ICMP in Windows and not TCP, it is still very useful because it shows the path your packets take through the network. It reveals each hop between you and the server. If packets stop at a specific router, that tells you where the problem might be. For example, if your trace stops inside your ISP network, the issue may be with your provider. But remember, some routers do not respond to traceroute, so it's not always definitive. For more accurate testing, you should use tools that work with TCP, like curl or Telnet. These tools attempt to establish a real connection to the server on a specific port, like 443 for HTTPS. This helps you confirm whether the actual service is reachable. This is the command to check connectivity with Telnet, telnetgoogle.com, 8080. As soon as you hit this command, SWN will be sent from client to google.com server. If server is listening on port 8080, server respond back with SYN ACK to the client. This packet once reach client, then this client respond to server with ACK. In terminal, it shows as connected state, similar to Telnet curl use below command, curl http://example.com.port. In coming videos, I will explain curl in detail. So the correct way to think about debugging is this. Ping checks reachability, traceroute checks the path, and tools like curl check the actual service. The key takeaway is simple but powerful. A connection timed out error is not an explicit failure message. It's the absence of any response. Somewhere between your device and the server, a packet was dropped, blocked, or ignored. So next time you see this error, don't just refresh the page. Think about the journey your packet is taking. Did it leave your system? Did it reach the server? Or did it get lost somewhere in the network? Once you start thinking this way, you're no longer just using the internet. You're understanding how it actually works. Thanks for watching this video. Please reach us through Instagram and Telegram for network interview guidance and mock interview scheduling. See you in the next video. Happy learning!